Site Festival. This is the first time I've been to Site Festival. So there's been a series of open studios throughout the festival all around Stroud, and I've been lucky enough to exhibit or have my work exhibited in the SVA gallery. Some of them are studio photography. This is a documentary photography about the music that I'm really interested in, that reggae and dub reggae, black British experience. Yeah, there's been lots of interesting people come by.
I think we're both really pleasantly amazed at the turnout of people, which is really reassuring after a long period of, things not being open. I think it's great that the crowds are out again.
I think a lot of the time just tunnelled away in here, working away quite at our own practices, and it's really lovely to open it up to the public.
I was painting a picture of my mum and my brother from about 20 years ago. So that's bits of paintings cut down in backs of paintings. And I just think it's more beautiful than my conscious marks.
I've been involved in the Open Studio Site Festival a couple of times, probably about 3 times, and I absolutely love it. Now I can share the whole thing, share the space, share conversations with visitors, and also enter into dialogue with other artists, and that informs everyone's practice.
The different tools representing different aspects of investment. So you've got sledgehammers, construction.
Hopefully, people can connect with it and feel something, like I said, in all different ways.
It works on many levels actually, and it supports on many levels, from individual practice right up to a community event and beyond.
Hi everyone, my name is Elena Minnie, and you're in my studio at SVA. I've got some menus up here right now. We've got the 7-litre menu, the Welsh Victory menu, and the Sir Duff menu, and they're all in collaboration with Chef Chicken Minnie, my dad.
And this one here is an ear horn.
It's an ear horn, it's got...
Why go for the complex?
Being part of Open Studios is being part of a community. You're letting people in, which you don't do most of the time. Most of the time it's your space, you shut the door, it's private, it really is. This place is a haven to me, so opening the doors and allowing the public to see what you do and ask you extraordinary questions sometimes is it gives you a focus for the year, and it's really good.
This is an actual stone that you picked up, and this is, and what's this here?
That's air drying.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice project.
What's your name?
I'm Amy Lax.
Amy, thank you, Amy.
I often just let people look, because obviously everyone has a different interpretation, so I really enjoy sort of carefully or quietly watching people look, and then if they want to know more they'll ask questions and I'll tell them. Yeah, I think it's really important to try and listen to what people think, and I love what some people might say, kind of reactions to these creatures. It just brings up all sorts of associations for people and memories for people, so it's really nice to hear what they think.
Stroud attracts creative people, I think. When you get a little nest of artists, you get more little artists. Stroud has got an artist under every rock, which is extraordinary. Per head of population, this is really, really concentrated, which is amazing, and it feeds itself.
I think I enjoy the variety of art that's going on in Stroud, really, and being part of that. And the Site Festival idea is great, actually, I like that.
These carvings, you might like these two here, they are based on sound.
Oh, really?
So I drew to sound, so I gave myself a month.
Yeah.
And every week I drew to middle C, and then tried to think, okay, what would sound look like put into rock? So these two are middle C in stone.
It's really nice. I'm really enjoying. I like the fact that it's all in the garden, and it's nice, especially with the weather, to just walk around and see different art. And it just it shows how much art there is made in Stroud as well, because you kind of don't see it until it's all opened out.
I think people always engage when you explain how complicated it is to them. It's much nicer to have a conversation and talk through both your inspiration but also how you work, and then people appreciate the time that goes into it. I think they value things more once they understand what's incorporated into it. I think all these events which bring artists together are always brilliant. I mean, one of the reasons for creating 3 Stories and for moving into this space is to have the opportunity to see other artists. Working in a space where there are other people working is an inspiration on a daily basis. But a festival like Sight or some of the other ones that are on around the area are a great chance to go and see other people's work.
It's always lovely because you meet other artists and you can you feel part of something, and I think as artists we always want to feel part of something. Yeah.
I see these cut out shapes and they just sing really.
I love that they tell stories and blankets hold stories and people remember having them as children through the family.
That's my mum. This is my mum. This is my grandmother. It's looking at the intersections of working class women, looking at work, looking at lived experiences around that.
Yeah, we've had mixed feedback, but really positive feedback.
Mostly positive, yeah.
Mostly positive. I mean, yeah, really good. And especially the weavers coming back, so the people that took part in the weaving, the panels. It's just really great to see them looking at themselves and just appreciating the artwork. And we really appreciate their time.
But it was so enjoyable. It's really good fun, and this has been really, really good fun. We've had lots of very interesting people in today. Other artists, musicians, or people who just want to see what's going on in Stroud.
Sight Festival and SVA have made a really significant contribution to Stroud, I think. When I first came here 25 years ago, it was just established. It hadn't been going very long. But it was where things happened. It was where the artists were. It smelt right, you know. It smelt of paint, and that was wonderful.
It's just great to get people to see and to show off what you're doing as well. Yeah, it's nice, and to be part of a community.
What I've really found beneficial is meeting up with the other different creatives, different photographers, and talking about how we could collaborate and maybe make some future work together, which I'm really interested in.
Well, it's lovely just to meet local people that understand the origin of your work, and if you were in a gallery, often you're not there. So you actually meet the people. I really enjoy meeting people that, you know, respond to your work and talk to you and ask questions. So it's good for me.
I find people walk over my paintings, they often improve, you know, so that's a collaboration too. And if slugs crawl all over it...
You have got a slug painting.
That was a snail, Roman snail painting. Yeah, I only work with protected species.